Hi, I'm Janice. This video will provide all the details you need to know to be able to digitally sign your income tax return. To keep the videos short and to the point, I'll go through the explanations fairly quickly. Please pause and rewind as you like. Don't forget to check out the other videos in the library. Let's go. No matter how many years you've been filing tax returns, all returns must be signed by the client before they are filed with the CRA. Nowadays, signing off a return couldn't be easier. In fact, you don't even have to get off the couch to take care of signing and paying for the service. Sure, you can come into our office during regular hours to take care of finalizing your return, and some clients still enjoy it as option. But signing digitally could not be faster or easier. In fact, if you use the after-hours Dropbox or our upload portal, you won't even need to come into our office. Hey, we'd love to see you, but we all have busy lives and could use a break to make life just a little easier. Well, we've got you covered. When you drop off your tax return, we will ask the question, do you want to sign digitally or come into the office to sign off? Both options work, but this video is about signing electronically, so let's move forward on this topic. When your tax return is complete, we'll call the phone number we have on file. If you don't answer and we can leave a voicemail, we'll do that. So if you don't hear from us in a day or two, check your voicemail, we may have already reached out. Signing digitally is so easy. When the return is done, we'll send you an email, just like the sample email behind me. You will receive one email for every return we prepare, even if we are doing multiple returns in the household. If they all share the same email address, they will be sent separately. It's the same if you had multiple years of tax returns done. Again, you can expect to receive one email for each year. If multiple tax returns are going to the same email address, we generally specify the person to sign the return or year of the return in the email subject line. As circled on the sample behind me, the email that you receive will contain two major components, how to sign and how to pay. Please read the email carefully and fully before clicking on the link to sign. You may be surprised how many don't read the email first. All important details are contained in this email. It will have the options on how to pay, the amount due for processing the tax return, and a link to take you to a secure encrypted server so you can begin to sign it off. Once you've read the email in its entirety, simply go to the bottom of the email and click the blue Review Document button as specified on the sample return. When you click the link, it will take you to a secure server which only you have access to. It is encrypted, and when you're done signing the return, you won't be able to access it again. So go ahead, click the Review Document button to move forward with signing your tax return. Your document will open so you can sign it off. One thing to keep in mind, only the tax preparer can sign their return. It is against the law to sign for another person unless you have written power of attorney for that individual, or if the person filing the tax return is under 18 years of age. Then a legal parent can sign the return for that person. If this is the case, the parent would sign their own name, not the name of the minor. An easy way to remember this is, you can't sign someone else's name. The sample behind me shows a blue arrow. Click it. It will guide you through the return. Of course, you can read through the document as you go, but the arrows are there to make it easy for you. When clicking the first arrow, it will take you to the first section that requires your signature. Just click the signature box. Another window will open where you can sign. When you sign the first area, click the blue arrow again and repeat the steps until you get to your last signature. The number of signatures required generally is 3, but it really depends on the individual's tax return. So 3 is normal, but it could be 2, 4, or more. It just depends. When you are done signing all required areas, the blue arrow will point to a green Finalize button on the top right corner of your screen. This means that all signatures have been added and you're ready to submit your return and complete that phase. Before you finalize the return, take a quick look at the bottom of the last page where the green Finalize button is. Box number 48,400 will show if you are expecting an income tax refund. The same could be said for box number 48,500. If you owe income tax, it will be specified here. If you are not expecting a tax refund and you don't owe, both boxes will be empty, like the example behind me. Okay, now you know the results of the tax return. Go ahead, click that green Finalize button in the top right. You should note, if all necessary areas have not been signed, The Finalize button will not be lit up. It will stay dark until you fulfill the form's signature obligations. Now you finalize the return. A pop-up window will appear to confirm that you are ready to submit the documents as being signed. If you feel comfortable that you are ready to move ahead, confirm the pop-up message. The secure server will direct you to our firm's website. This is your confirmation page. If you have reached this webpage, your return has been signed off. Congratulations! Do you remember near the beginning of the video I mentioned the digital signing email had two major components to it? Well, you've completed one of them by signing off your tax return. Don't forget about the payment for the service. The email has all the details you need to submit to our firm an electronic payment or how to call in a credit card. We suggest the electronic payment method. It's just easier, and once our firm is set up in your payee list on your online banking, then we're there for future years and to make payment more efficient for other people in your household, if applicable. On a side note, if you have multiple years of returns to pay for, or you have multiple people in your household that we've prepared tax returns for, you can do an electronic payment as one lump sum. No need to make separate payments, just add the amounts owing as stated in the body of each of the emails and submit that total to our firm. Again, all your payment details and options are clearly spelled out. Okay, so now you've signed off your tax return and you have the instructions to make payment. Please remember that our firm does not file tax returns for clients until it's been signed off and the service has been paid for. Clients will sometimes forget about the payment component. The return does not move ahead to the next step until payment has been received. Even if your tax return states that you owe income tax, go ahead and sign it off and make payment. We will still file the return with the CRA. You can make payment later if you wish. You generally have until April 30th to pay any income tax owing. It's not due right away just because you filed your tax return, unless you are filing after April 30th. Then it is already past due as the April 30th deadline still applies. This pretty much wraps up digitally signing a tax return and making payment for the service. It was easy, wasn't it? If you have any questions about signing or making payment, let us know. We'd be happy to assist. In the meantime, feel free to review the other tax-related videos in our library. I'm Janice, and thanks for hanging out with me.